What's up, man?
Are we good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Not much.
We're back.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Jump on here and talk about anything, right? Oh crap.
I'll tighten that up.
Yeah, we're good for now. It'll be
You
good.
good for now?
Yeah.
You remember your dreams?
Uh, some of them.
Yeah.
But then it's like you remember them vividly. I feel like part of them. But then I feel like as the day goes on, or like you don't remember them too well at
Yeah.
all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's why when they say when you wake up, you're supposed to like write down your dream in like a dream journal. I don't know why. Maybe just so you can remember them or whatever. Or if there's like recurring things happening, maybe you can try to figure out like why. But uh right when I wake up, I can remember it, and then yeah, later throughout the day I don't. But I remember this one last night. Um Well, there was a few things that happened. I dropped my Apple Pencil. That's like very vivid to me, and I broke it. And then I had like a second dream, I guess, that Brandon Langies downstairs. I had a dream that it's today, and they were in there watching the games just like they do every Sunday, and he took out Scooter, the snake, the black and white snake,
Yeah.
and I was doing the fresh fit deliveries, and I got home, and then he's like, "Yeah, I just had Scooter out. I put him back in the tank." And I walk over there and I see Marshall, the orange and purple snake, eating Scooter. Like he put it back into the wrong tank cuz they will eat each other if they're
Really?
yeah, king snakes and milk snakes they'll
I mean, which one's bigger?
the purple one is, but Scooter's a king snake, so they kill rattlesnakes in the wild. They eat them. And so the other one's a milk snake. So I don't know. Maybe Scooter would win that battle. But yeah, you're not supposed to put them together. But it felt so real. Like it was one of those dreams where I thought it literally happened. Yeah, it's a weird experience, man. Yeah.
Um,
Any crazy dreams for you last night?
no crazy dreams, but a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you guys have heard of like the sneakers app. It's basically like the Nike app where you enter raffles and stuff.
Yeah.
And I really like shoes, so it's like crazy to me. But um, so the Travis Scott comes out with shoes every year, and they're like you can get them for the retail price, which is like 150 bucks. Then and then they resell for like a couple $1,000s.
Dude, the ones right now are like 1200, right?
Yeah. So I won them on the sneakers app for like 150 bucks, but literally like I don't know if it was the night before or like 2 nights before. I had a dream that I won them, or I won like a really expensive pair of shoes, and I sold them, and I got like a couple $1,000s, and it's exactly what happened. And then in the same week, I won a pair of off-white shoes that I paid $120 for, and I made I made a profit on that too. So it was like, what the heck?
So it like came true?
Yeah, and I feel like it's so weird that like sometimes when you have dreams that like feel so real, or like it's almost like I don't know. It's weird to me. It's like
People believe like a lot of dreams have substance. They said there was like a certain most of them don't, but I guess some of them do. But you're that so Raven of our time, dude. She was awake, but
did you hear that when I'm trying to sorry, I lost my train of thought right there. But
you're good.
like so if you have a dream or it was like if you have a dream with someone else in it, that means that like they're dreaming about you. Did you ever hear about that? I don't think it's actually true, but like I think I read it. Or like let's say, I don't know. Let's say your brother, your brother's in your dream.
Yeah.
Not that you're thinking about him, but like he's dreaming about you.
Oh.
And like I said, I don't think there's any context to it. It's just like something you
Wait, so
read and
wouldn't that just like flip around and be the same exact thing though? Who's dreaming about who first though? So like if he's dreaming about me and I pop, well, that's confusing to think about. I don't even know.
no, because if he pops up in your dream, like
That
yeah,
means
I see
he's
what you're
dreaming about
saying.
me.
Yeah. But I heard it's like I heard like I don't know if I read it. I saw it somewhere. It's like if you dream about if somebody else is in your dream or like your girlfriend's in your dream,
Mm-hmm.
she's dreaming about you.
Oh, cool.
And obviously I don't think that there's no way you could really prove that that's a real thing. But
I dream Maggie a lot. Ask Maggie.
yeah.
No, I never. Actually, she's not in my dreams ever. The ones that I can remember, she's not in. Yeah, man. Dreams are weird.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of times I don't dream or at least I don't remember. I feel like actually I'm pretty sure you dream every night. but I just don't remember them.
Yeah, I think the ones that are like visual are the ones when you're in REM sleep, like the deep sleep, I think. So, I don't know. That's actually interesting. How do you study that too? Anyways, like how would people study that? Wake up and tell me what you saw?
Yeah, I wonder
Scientists
if
just do that?
they could do some sort of like brain diagnostic while you're dreaming, while you're sleeping, and
Oh,
focus
yeah.
the part of the brain that's like,
That's true. Yeah, maybe play different sounds and see what happens while they're hooked up to a machine or something.
yeah,
And then all that brain stuff is.
yeah. I mean, have you ever, when you were younger, did you ever have like what they call like night terrors or like any like? I used to have them really bad.
What does that mean?
So basically, like I would have when I was younger, and I'm talking young, like between like 8 and 10 years old, I would have like what they call night terrors. Is basically like I'd have like just super bad nightmares, and like it felt really real. So when I would wake up, I would continue to like have them,
Oh shit.
and it would be really bad. Like I would be crying, like, and I would have no recollection of like what happened. Like my parents would like try to calm me down. Like the doctor said it's normal. It's like when you're sick though, when you have like a fever or something. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it does to your body, but it caused me to have like it was bad.
Oh
Like,
wow. So
and
you can
I
remember.
remember still the dreams I used to have. I can't describe them too well, but it was like it was almost, dude, not to be weird, but it was almost like it felt like I was in like hell. Like no, that's extreme.
No, dude. I mean,
But like it was, I don't know, I can't
it's
describe
called
it.
a nightmare for a reason.
If I have like if I have anxiety or like, I don't have it a lot, but if I'm having like a, anxiety or something, I like in my mind I start to kind of feel how I felt during those times. And this is
Yeah,
12 years later.
that's kind of.
So it's not often. It honestly probably happens like once a year, but like when it did, it's crazy to me.
Yeah. I don't remember ever having like bad nightmares. I wet the bed from like 6 to like 10. I had to wear this thing every night that like right when you start to pee when you're sleeping, it like beeps loud as shit. It like it wakes you up, like it wakes anybody up. And so like so you get up, like conditioning yourself to like, go to the bathroom.
Your mom was not happy about that.
No, cleaning the sheets all the time. But, you know, it is normal, I guess, for kids,
Yeah.
boys, I guess.
Didn't you and Nick used to be models?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we modeled.
I remember going to the house and I used to pick on Nick about that all the time because he would show me the magazines and stuff he was in.
Yeah, Nick, Nick more than, or wait, I did it the most. I think me, Nick, and Marissa all did it. I did it the most, and the only reason I know this because I barely remember doing it. I only remember doing a few shoots. Um, but the reason I know who did the most was because like I had $5,500 when I turned 16 to put towards a car. Nick had like around three, and Marissa had maybe like 1,000 or 1,500. So we all did it, but yeah, man, it was like
So you made pretty good money.
yeah, and it's like I would get pulled out of school, drive to the city. Like you have a book or you have headshots, and these companies, if they're looking to shoot something, they'll just look through this book of kids that they could pick from to hire to come do it. And I remember some of them. Some of them were. I did like the PS2 ad for Target. I peed my pants during that one because they wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. It was like 3 hours laying on the ground with the PS2 controller in my hand, just staring.
How old are you during this time?
I think I think my first one was when I was like maybe 6 or 7. Marissa and Nick both did. I don't know if the brand was Huggies, but they both did diaper commercials, like video, where they're crawling around and stuff. I never had a video one, it was all photo. But I know Nick and Marissa did like baby ones like that. But I did, yeah, probably like 6 or 7 all through, and I was like probably 10. And I have everything in the garage. Every single shoot I've ever done. It's crazy, man. I have all the like the boxes for the VTech toy that we did, and I have all of that still. It's pretty cool to look back on. Yeah, kind of forget about that.
I mean, so basically anyone could try to do it. The companies pick who they want to be on it.
Yeah, you just you have to pay like a yearly fee to an agent, and I can't remember the name of the.
Like, how did because your mom, I'm sure, or dad signed you up for this, right? Or
Yeah,
got you into it, and like, how did they decide to do that? Do you even know?
I don't even know. I never
It's just kind
asked.
of random.
Yeah, I think it.
I mean, you guys are good, good looking family, so I mean, might as well.
I think it was. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think it was. maybe they were just like thinking of a way to set us up a little bit for later to have some money in the bank, to put money towards a car or something, and it helped. And I just know that you pay yearly to an agent and you update your pictures like every 6 months, and that's it. Yeah. It was I hated it.
Hmm.
Like it was cool at first, but then I hated it. I don't know why. And now I can't smile like normally in pictures. I feel like I used all my smiles in my life in modeling because now I smile like an idiot. Yeah, it's traumatizing. Maybe every time I get behind a camera for like pictures, I like freeze up. I like don't know what to do, which is weird because it's what I did for 6 straight years.
It's also weird because you literally live behind the camera,
That's true.
so getting in front of it's just not your thing anymore,
That's true. Yeah. That's a good point.
right?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Maggie's passed out. Oh, sorry. Oh, what else is going on, man? You got any big things going on in your life? How's the internship? How's that?
Um,
You liking it?
yeah, it's been going good. Um,
What do you do? What are you doing there? Like what?
it's with a
Or
sports company, and then basically they run um programs for kids in park districts.
okay,
So I work in their office, so I just kind of do all like the data information. I schedule everything with my owner, my boss, and then call the park districts, email them. It's a lot of like emailing and just kind of communicating, and then setting up, the scheduling and getting all the like numbers and like all that stuff. And it's been good. I don't know if I want to work in an office setting my whole life. I kind of would like to just, I don't know, be out there, and like I'm more active, or like whatever that leads to me. I don't know if I want to just sit behind a desk all day.
yeah.
Just gets kind of boring. I don't know. I mean, it's always changing, but at the same time, it's like I just do the same thing every day. I walk in, I sit behind the desk, and I don't know. But it's been good. It's a good company, and it's been fun so far.
Well, it's good that you're figuring that out now.
Yeah, and it's just an internship, so it's like I'm learning stuff. So that's the
Yeah.
most important, and it'll look good on a resume. That's very important too.
Right.
Um, but other than that, I'm not really up to much.
No, starting to work at Home Depot again, though, right?
Yeah, I'll probably work there a couple days a week.
Yeah.
My old
Excited for that?
manager. I mean, I honestly like I enjoy it. I like talking to people. I like moving around and doing stuff and being active. Um, yeah, I mean that's just I'll be doing that both. I'm already extremely busy. I know you're busy too. We've just got a lot going on. But and I also got school.
You do have school
So
too,
it's
yeah.
like by the time I'm done with the day, that's also why we don't film the podcast till like Sunday, because it's just like even on Sundays I mean you're usually not done till 3 or 4, and if I help you guys or if I have something going on, I mean it's just a lot going on. But I mean it's fun. There's just always something to do, and it's better than just sitting at home. Been playing a lot of video games too when I have free time. I like playing Call of Duty, or I'll read for a little bit.
Yeah, you've been reading more, right?
Yeah, I'm not a big reader, but I've been doing it. I was reading the book. Um, I'll be honest, I haven't read in like 3 days, but yeah, I want to get back into reading. The last series I read was the Percy Jackson series with
Oh, I remember
those
that.
are great books.
Is
So
that the Lightning
the Lightning
Thief?
Thief,
Yeah,
yeah,
those are.
those books are amazing.
Yeah, I remember reading those. I forget what it's called. Oh, well, this is separate, but the book fairs just reminds me of like the elementary school library at Westmere. That's where you went too, right?
Westmere Elementary.
Yeah, so I remember for some reason, I think I had a class, there was a classroom in the library, and we would get to read during whatever like
Yeah, I
free
remember that.
period.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
and I remember reading those books
And
in
the
that
Junie B. Jones.
Junie B. Jones too. Yeah.
If you didn't read Junie B. Jones in elementary or when you were a younger man, everyone had to have. I think that was like something they. But then now you get older, I feel like you don't even see them anymore.
Yeah, and there's a lot of those books, right?
Yeah, dude, there's so many.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I've been slacking a little bit on my reading as well, but I still, read at least every other day before bed. But I used to wake up and read for like an hour.
Do you think reading is like really important?
No, I don't think.
Like some people say that like, oh, you need to read to have like, I don't know, to stay like, you know what I mean, like reading's so good for you. Like you shouldn't be playing video games. You should
Mm-hmm.
be just reading and video games and like, you know, being on your phone. And I get it, but like do you think that like, because personally I like playing video games more than reading.
Well, okay, so your brain needs to be worked just like anything else. So whatever method you want to do to work your brain is up to you. Video games, I mean, I haven't looked into like studies on it, but you're using your brain, you're problem solving like all the time. Your reaction times, you have to be quick with everything. So you're still technically like using your brain, but it's just different than reading. I mean, you're like flexing your brain muscles, but you're also like consuming and learning things too. But I think there's a lot of different methods that you could use to like uh yeah, use your brain, I guess. Video games, if that's your thing, then yeah. I mean, you know how people say like I think this is complete like bullshit now that but like early days on social media, you would see those like rich dudes that are like you gotta read, read, read and all that. And then over time people came out and just said like Elon Musk, I don't even think he reads. There's like so many people that are successful that don't read and then there's a lot that do read. So I just think it's all personal preference. I like it because it's like not meditative, but it's like my mind is shut off to everything else. And that's hard for me to do since I have so much going on. And that's a way for me to like shut my mind off and learn things because I'm reading like self-help books and like business books and all that. So, yeah, I enjoy it, but I don't think it's necessary for I mean, unless you're in a certain field and you need to learn,
Yeah.
but no. I feel like if it makes you happy, do it. If not, play video games. Maybe not all day though. Maybe get on play.
Dude, you and I used to play a lot.
That's true.
You're interesting with that because you you have like you go through phases
I do.
where it's like you and I do the same thing, but it's like you were pretty bad at, not bad, but there was one point where you would play 12 hours a day.
Hmm.
And then but then, you know, a month would go by and you wouldn't play for a whole year.
Yeah.
And then, but when you would play for the 6 months or what was 2 months, you'd be the most committed player. You'd buy a new headset, you'd buy a brand new controller, and you'd spend like $600, and then you'd play,
It
and
didn't
then you would
stick.
just sell everything like in a month later.
It didn't stick. I know, and
It was fun though.
it is. It's fun, and that was for a while. That was like the release that I needed. I needed to do that to um, give my mind a break. Video games, they were, yeah, at the time it was working. Like I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was having fun. I wasn't stressing about work. And then I think over time I lost it. It was kind of like what's the word? Like shit, I can't think of the word. I played a lot when I was younger. So like coming back to it so many years later, it was fun. And then it just wore off really quick. So yeah, I'm an extremist with a lot of things. I go through like habits.
I mean, everyone does, but it's just funny because I noticed it with you because we played together. So it's just funny to me that, you know, because I remember like even kind of recently you got back into it, and then like a couple months, no, probably like 5 6 months ago,
Yeah,
and then you bought a new headset. You're like, my headset sucks, and then you sold it right away.
dude.
And I'm just like, and I don't care. Obviously, you know, you could do whatever, but I just think it's funny
I
because you're
know.
just like goofy.
I hooked this kid up, man, this big time on Facebook Marketplace. Because after that, I went really hard for that month, bought the new controller, the headset, whatever else. And then the new game came out, and that's what kind of lost me.
The
Because,
new
like,
Call of Duty,
I just learned the previous one that we were all playing, and then the new one came out, and
it sucks.
I didn't want to learn it again after just barely getting a grip on the previous one. So yeah, that kind of lost me. And then I sold my PS4, my Xbox One, my headsets, my controllers, my modded controllers, games, everything to this kid for a steal. But I made his day, so
That's all that matters.
yeah. Yeah, just it didn't stick. Yeah. But I like to test. Yeah, taste. I was thinking of Garyvee. He's like taste different things, try different things. That's what I like to do. But sometimes I don't actually ever think it's bad. I tried it again and I didn't like it, so I just said screw it.
I mean, it's just playing video games, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What else do you do in your free time then? Since we're talking about hobbies and stuff,
Um,
nothing really, right? You go to the gym.
I work out, and then obviously, I'm really into shoes.
Yes, you
Um,
are.
so if anyone needs any type of shoes or apparel, just hit me up, and I can help you out
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, you used to be really into it, like probably more than me.
yeah, in
But
high
you were in
school.
it like before it got super big. I felt like
Yeah, I was in it when it was more.
it was more just like I don't know. I feel like at least I wasn't super into it. I was younger, just kind of stupid, and I think I had one pair of Jordans, and I thought I was the coolest kid in the world. Whereas you had like 100 pairs, and now it's like if you still had those 100 pairs, you'd probably be you could sell them all for a lot of money if you still have a couple pairs you could sell for a lot.
I do.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying is like all those like shoe stores that are out now and like you're looking at like StockX. I mean, it might have been around, but it wasn't as big as it is now. I feel like there's just those shoe stores everywhere. Everyone's reselling stuff, trying to make money. In a way, I feel like it's kind of ruining the shoe game and like making it not fun for people that just want to buy and wear shoes.
right.
But yeah,
Dude, I was in it big time with the original Yeezys, and
I mean, you have a tattoo on your ankle of it.
I do. Yeah, eventually might get it covered up, but I don't know. I don't really care that it's there. I kind of
No,
forget.
I mean, I think it's cool.
But yeah, it was the original Yeezys, the V1, just the Yeezy 350s, and it was they would resell for $1,200. But now it's like it's cool that more people can get them,
Yeah.
but there's not as many shoes now that sell for the amounts that they were when I was doing it. It was almost like every Yeezy that would come out would be $1,200, but now there's like a bunch of different kinds, which is cool because you see more people wearing them. But yeah, it's just different. But that's fun, man. I think that was one of the things that showed me like from when I was younger, like how much I wanted to do business type stuff. Like looking back at that, it's like I always try to find a way to make money off of my hobbies or the things that I like doing. So I always try to monetize everything that I like doing. And yeah, that's kind of how I knew that I wanted to do business stuff.
Yeah, I feel like everyone gets like a um maybe it's not when you're younger, but you find something and it clicks and you're like, okay, I would love to do that all the time. Like it's like even with Gary Vee, because you listen to Gary
I
Vee.
do. I see his
He
stuff.
even
Yeah.
said like when that it's like when he was selling the lemonade and the motorcyclist gave him like the $20, for the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
lemonade. He
yeah.
was like, that changed my life forever. And he just was like that. That guy is he's the man. I think he's the man.
Gary Vee.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the things that he says, it's kind of funny, like how, but he's super passionate about it.
He
That's
is,
what's
and like
cool.
he's so. I feel like he's just so. He's just such a genuine nice guy.
Yeah, he does seem to
Like,
be that way. Yeah.
but he is a grinder. Like he wakes up and you think you're busy. That man literally has someone who is an assistant. I forget his name. He's in every podcast with him.
Yeah, no, I
Literally
know.
follows him around all day. But that man literally has a schedule. Follows it throughout the whole day. Like literally from when he said he wakes up at like what I don't know what time he wakes up, but like 5 a.m. to 8, and then goes to bed.
And he has a family.
And he has a family. He said he still gets his 8 hours of sleep. And then then like Friday or the weekend, he just said he just zones out and helps. Because if he wanted to, I'm sure he could just go live in the Bahamas and live the rest of his life like that.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, that's true.
He's
He's
worth
just,
like 300 million,
it's crazy,
but he
man.
still just grinds every single day. And he's a fan of the New York Jets, and I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't know into football, but I know he wants to buy them, or he did used to want to buy them,
He
but
still does.
yeah. All right, well, I gotta pee. Want to take a break?
Yeah, that
All
sounds
right,
good.
we'll be back. So, you listen to, oh shit, we're back. You listen to Gary Vee's podcast? I'll be honest, I've never listened to his podcast. I was like his short form Instagram videos.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram, and then I found his Spotify, his old podcast. I think it's called the Garyvee Experience. But dude, he had like just some of his stuff he talks about is like just very interesting to me. And if you're like into business or just like kind of being motivated, that's kind of like why I wanted to start a podcast. Because he's one of those guys. Is just like if you're sitting at home and you're thinking about doing something, he's like, why not just do it?
Right.
And it's like obviously there's stuff that comes up, but he's just like you should just do whatever you want. He's like, why can't you start a podcast? Who cares what people think? He's a big on that too. He's like, It's like, cause in a little bit, it's like, we're from a small town. Everyone judges you for everything. It's like, I knew it when I posted that thing on Instagram about the podcast, and I don't care. But when I posted it, I knew people were gonna talk shit about it and be like, "Oh, they're starting a podcast. Like that's gonna go nowhere." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
see,
just how people are.
that, and the only reason I'm going to say this is because I think I got over like that even thought a long time ago when I started YouTube. I mean, I have 90 videos up on my YouTube channel of me vlogging, which is like one of the most embarrassing things you can do alone in public. And I got over that. So when we started it, yeah, I didn't even think about like anybody talking shit. I think that regardless if anybody watches it, if anybody listens, yes, it takes a little bit of work, but life is so fast and we're always so busy like we're talking about. It's hard for us to even sit down for an hour a week. So I think it's really beneficial if even if nobody watches that we're having conversations, like normal conversations, not through a phone, and we're just sitting here and talking, and we will have guests in the future, and I think that's super important. So even if nobody even watched it or listened, I think it's still beneficial for both of us. So that's why I'm excited to do it. But fuck them, dude. Who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't care. I'm just doing it. I mean, it's fun. It's something we like to do, and
Dude, and
it's
like it or not, this is the way like life is going to be in the future. Like you see, people are starting to get fed up with like the mainstream media, and they get a lot of their news and information from podcasters and social media people. So that's kind of the way everything's going anyway. And podcasts are getting really, really popular. So why not, right? Why not start one? See what happens. You know, we might be boring, but I think we're pretty interesting.
yeah. I mean, and like I said, we're gonna have guests on and talk about more interesting stuff. But it's also cool to just hop on and talk about life,
Yeah,
and
just
people
see
could
where it takes
listen
us.
and they could relate to almost everything we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. We really wanted to, and I think we did. Starting with this episode, work out the kinks
yeah,
for like the recording limits on the cameras and the audio, and even last week, you know, the audio was a little messy, so I apologize for that. But we wanted to work out the kinks before getting guests on, and I think we did that. So
yeah.
we should be ready to try to get a guest this week, and
Regardless of who it is, I mean, I hope it could be who we discussed, but
yeah,
in the introduction. But if not, I mean, um, be cool to get anyone on, really.
yeah, man, I want to just hear from people and like their experiences and how they like what makes them tick, honestly, because these some of these people that we're going to be talking to are really good at what they do, whether that's, you know, their business or sports. And it's just kind of interesting to hear the different ways that people think or do things in their different field, or even just hearing somebody that's passionate about something. You know how like when somebody's talking and you could tell that they love what they do just by the way they talk about it? I love that. I love hearing that from people. So even if we have somebody on that just like loves to do whatever they do, it'd be cool to hear from them. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So I when you mentioned this earlier, I wanted to throw it in there, but it's about the gym.
Okay.
Dude, try to take a guess, and I'm embarrassed to say this because it's literally my Instagram name. Try to guess how long it's been since I've lifted a weight.
Okay, you gotta wake Maggie.
She's sleeping,
She's
snoring?
snoring. Yeah.
Maggie.
I would say at least 2 months.
That's exactly the answer. I haven't lifted a weight in 2 months. I haven't been to a gym besides to train someone or drop off the meals at MPG in 6 weeks. Because 6 weeks ago I did my last cardio session. Dude, I can't. Fuck, I can't. It's so hard. And tomorrow, I told Allie this yesterday when I was dropping her off, or this morning. I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning. And if you see me, or if anybody here that's watching or listening sees me in person, ask my ass if I went to the gym that day, that morning, because I need the accountability to get back into it. And I know how to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just hard, dude.
you've also not to throw you under the bus, but you've been through that before, where
Oh,
you didn't work out,
I got fat,
and
bro.
then you had a fucking insane transformation back into it.
And it honestly that kind of helps you relate to people more, especially because I was a personal trainer, still am kind of, but it helps you because you know where they've been, or like you know how they're feeling in that point, so you can
Yeah,
kind of relate to them and connect to them
I've been
more.
through it. I mean, I still don't even. I only go three days a week, maybe four, and but yeah, I know what you're going through. Some dude, the gym, like some people love the gym, man, and it's a grind. Like to even if you love it, like some days you're just like, oh my god, I don't want to go, but you know you have to, and like even if you don't go, it's like it's your choice.
Yeah, and you know what I love to do now is I like sleeping.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
getting those 6 hours of sleep that I get because I am so busy. It's just I don't know, man. It's tough, but I'm going tomorrow morning.
I know
I'm doing it.
I've been trying to go in the mornings too. It's hard. It's hard waking up. I gotta go in the morning too if I'm gonna go tomorrow, but I gotta wake up at like 5:30, and like I wake up at 7 every day, but I don't have enough time to go then. So it's like either I don't really like working out at night, and my gym closes at 9 o'clock.
Esport or
Yeah,
whatever. 9?
9 o'clock.
That's kind of whack, man. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it's like I almost want to get Planet just so I can go at night, but then I don't even think I would go that night at late at night.
Oh, dude, you're close to Shorewood Fitness. They're 24/7.
I don't like that gym.
Have you been
Well,
there?
shouldn't have said
No,
that.
you're good.
I don't like that
No, it's
gym.
personal preference, bro.
I'm not a big fan of their gym. It's just kind of small.
Well, but if
Um,
when's the last time you've been there? Because like if you go late at night,
I went one time with my friend Nick at like 1 a.m. and I mean it was empty, but even still, it's like it was just I feel like it's just very crammed together,
I've
and
never
it's a
been there to
personal
lift.
preference. So
I've never lifted there, so
I do like eSport. I would say the best gym around here is probably the Chicago Sports Fitness. When I
I've
was
never
going
been
there,
there. Never been there, yeah.
they just keep like expanding and coming up with new rooms. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't go there for for some other reasons, but it's a good gym. I go to eSport. It's just close to home. Or I was thinking about, like I said, I was thinking about going to Planet, but then I heard eSport might become 24 hours. So I don't know.
Dude, they need to at least not 20. It doesn't have to be 24 hours, but 9 is too early. It doesn't. I mean, even push it to midnight.
Or
That's
like
what.
11
Yeah,
or
that's what LA
10.
Fitness when it was LA. That's what it was, right? Like 12.
I don't know. I think it was yeah, and on the weekends I get it. Usually gyms close earlier on the weekends. Um, but like I don't know. Even going back to what you were saying though, like if you like just talking about people that like how would you tell someone you're a personal trainer so how do you tell someone like that isn't working out consistently or they feel like bad about themselves for not wanting to go to the gym, like what would you tell them?
Jeez, I mean, I feel like it depends on the relationship that I have with the person.
Well, no, I mean I'm not saying you have to tell that to them, but just like advice you'd give them.
Oh, I thought you were talking to like
No, no,
how do you
no, no.
approach the
Yeah, that
subject?
was a bad question,
Like
but
like the question like
yeah, yeah,
how do you ask your girlfriend to like go to the gym with you without making it seem
yeah,
like yeah.
yeah. That's
No,
tough too, but
but as far as like uh either starting fresh, okay, if you're starting fresh and you don't know anything, get a coach. Ask for help. You don't have to get a coach, but there are so many things that you can use on your phone like that can just help you. There's cheap plans from people. You can watch YouTube videos. Just teach yourself a little bit of stuff. One, so you don't get hurt, and then two, just so you know what the hell to do when you go in there because it could be a scary thing. I remember when I first started going, I was like, "What is all this stuff? What do I do? There's huge guys here," and that was like 8 years ago. So you have to like teach yourself some things or get a coach. And then if you are trying to get back into it and you know what you're doing, man, that's it's I'm going through it right now, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set 15 alarms for tomorrow morning to wake me up at 6:30, and I know that personally, and this goes for most people I think too. Once you do it for like a week, it's or not even a
it
week.
kind
Do
of
it for 3
yeah,
days.
you get back into it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the muscle memory comes back. And the main thing that I'm looking forward to as well is I know I'm going to feel so much better
You
mentally,
do.
physically, and I don't I remember that feeling, but yeah, just even like changing up your diet a little bit when you start going to the gym, if you haven't been going in a long time, you know you're going to feel better mentally and physically if you've been to the gym before consistently. And then after you, get back into it, the main thing is consistency, or make it fun. Have friends, lift with friends, the Apple Watch challenges, those are fun just to keep you motivated. What are you about to do the rest of the day?
Homework, and then I'll probably play some video games.
Bears won, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
they had a good game
I feel like we're probably going to mention the Bears.
once a week,
Yeah,
especially since it's Sunday.
exactly. So since we're filming on Sundays,
Back.
we are back. Sorry, batteries dying on the cameras. We're gonna try to get it down to where we just have like one break in the middle. So we'll get there. But yeah, I mean, shit. What am I doing later tonight? I don't even know. After this, if it's not raining, I don't even know if it is or not. But probably go over to Allie's. Like we always just chill and play bags and stuff and have a couple claws on the weekends. But other than that, just chilling. Wait, what?
No.
When did you get that tattoo?
I've had it
What?
for a while. Yeah,
Wait, what does it say under it?
it's my birth date under there, and there's a rose, and then I'm gonna get like a clock above it, and then I want to get like a whole leg sleeve at some point.
Dude, that's what I was gonna get. Not that stuff, but I was gonna get that on my right leg as well to cover up.
Yeah. I mean, I want to like I keep telling myself I want to go like schedule it, but I just haven't done it, and I'm just kind of waiting. I think I'm gonna wait till I have my own place and I have like a better job and I'm not spending more money on dumb stuff that I know I could wait. You know.
A full leg sleeve, at least knee down. I mean, well, arm sleeves too. That's a good chunk, good money there, or a lot of
Yeah,
money.
I don't want anything on my arms really. I'm gonna stay away from that for at least for now. I only have the one on my bicep, but I'm a big leg sleeve guy, big
They
leg
look
tattoo
cool,
guy.
man. They do. They look
Um,
sweet.
but not many people even know I have it. I usually have it covered up. I don't remember. I remember you were the one that got me my first tattoo. Remember that
I
with
got.
George?
Oh yeah.
And I didn't tell my parents until not, I mean I'm only 20 and my parents weren't huge fans of tattoos, but I got the first one right here. Remember? I got the family first, and then I got the little cross on my, and then that kind of started it. I got addicted to them.
When you get your first one, like that adrenaline and that feeling for the rest of the day, basically. Dude, I remember after I got my first one, I was on Pinterest looking at tattoos for the
Me
next
too.
3 weeks.
And
Like
it's
it's.
like anytime you follow a tattoo artist and they say they had available time,
Mm-hmm.
DM them and be like
Yeah.
I'll be there right now.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I did it with a couple guys around here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple up here. Um, that's really it. I got the one down there, and I don't know if I'd even extend anything more up here because nobody sees it.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna spend thousands of dollars to do that? But I would love to get, at least maybe not a leg sleeve, but just some more stuff. I would like to get some more tattoos.
Yeah.
I think tattoos are cool,
Yeah,
and
me
you kind
too.
of can just express. I do have a couple dumb ones up here,
Dude, it's like,
but
nah, there's nothing
I
wrong with
mean
that.
it's just kind of like one of my buddies is trying to become a tattoo artist, so I let him draw on my leg.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's actually a good artist. But it was small stuff. Like I think he drew like a tree right here on my leg and like the side of my ribs. He drew like a mini paper airplane,
Oh, really?
like super small. Like my aunt thought it was a fly on my thing, so she swatted it one day. But yeah, um,
Yeah, I don't regret any of my tattoos, and like maybe some of them might seem like stupid sometimes to people, but what I like about tattoos is that, well, one, it's art, and that's badass to like have art on your body, I think. And two, regardless if it was maybe not the best tattoo, it brings me back to that time in my life. Like I can remember what was going on during that period of my life, maybe those 2 weeks when I think about like every single tattoo that I have on my body. So I like that about it is it's kind of like a picture book in a way, or like a
yep.
scrapbook or whatever. Like when grandma pulls out the old
Mhm.
picture book with the dates on it and everything. That's kind of what I think, and I like that about tattoos. And I think it's cool that people can express themselves through that way. And I'm so happy that it's like that. It used to be I even remember everybody hating them. Like I would say I would get one. People are like, "How are you gonna get a job? How you get?"
Yeah,
It's
that's kind of just
changed.
how it used to be.
Yeah, and I'm glad that things have changed and it's not so much like that anymore.
Yeah, I me too. I it shouldn't really matter. I
Yeah,
mean,
unless you have like a dick on your forehead or like Post Malone face
yeah, I
tattoos
mean,
or
you probably shouldn't have face tattoos if you're trying to get like a, like a corporate job. But like tattoos on your arms or
as long as you can cover them, you should be
yeah,
fine, man.
yeah,
Like,
I don't see the big deal in them at all.
yeah,
And it doesn't bother me. I know some people get so bothered by tattoos. I do think it's a little creepy if they have them like covering their whole face,
yeah,
like every inch of their body, even their face, like their whole face. But I mean, hey, that's their decision. But
right.
I'm not a huge fan of the face tattoos. Some of them are
Me
cool,
neither. Yeah,
but like I think Post Malone, it's Post Malone, so I think he looks like a badass. But like if I saw someone walking down the street with that like face tattoos, I'd be like, okay, But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's still art and tattoos and um stuff that they like, I guess.
yeah. I'm gonna get some more soon. Not soon. Eventually. I'm in no rush.
Yeah, me
I
either.
got the ones that I wanted to, and now I'm just kind of waiting for something to spark the whatever creativity in me to find one that I like and get it.
You got any plans coming up in the future?
For
Just anything.
hmm,
I mean, I know you're really busy, so it's hard for you to kind of,
think about new things.
yeah, but like even like do you have any new ideas or any trips you're thinking about going on or
So for Allie's birthday back in August, I got her. I'm usually really really good with gifts, man, and I like I like taking little things that I hear and then like providing a gift for that next time like it's somebody's birthday or whatever. Like I
mhm.
listen to the little things a lot, and I kind of screwed up a little bit with Allie's birthday, but I got her like a Visa gift card. I custom made it, and I like photoshopped my face on it, her face, her sister's face, and her sister's boyfriend uh, face on there, and then it's like Arizona in the background because they live
Nice.
in Arizona. So it's so that we can go on a trip to Arizona this fall. So that should be getting booked soon. Hopefully, Allie has to take off the weekend though. That's the thing. Like she's gonna have to take off work, and then we'll go. But other than that, man, I don't have any other trips planned. I don't think. And that's kind of sad. I love traveling so much, and I used to travel so much, man. But yeah, that's it for trips planned. As far as ideas,
You always have ideas.
I was just gonna say my brain's weird. I always have ideas. Some of them suck. Some of them are good, and they
You shouldn't tell them though if other people will take them.
no, yeah. Well, this one I'll tell just because it's something that I like. It's not gonna hurt me to tell other people, um, and it's something that I wanted to do before. So Etsy,
Yeah.
but like how people make like mugs for like Father's Day and like Mother's Day around that time of year. I read a story 2 or 3 years ago that said this one guy that makes like holiday time mugs, just mugs, not even like T-shirts and everything. He made like $1.3 million just during the Father's Day season on dad mugs. And like you can drop ship all of that stuff. So you can just have a couple designs made up and like Photoshop them onto the mugs, post them on Etsy. You don't have stock, but you work with a company that like when they place that order, it automatically gets shipped to that person and printed on it. So I wanted to do that probably like a year and a half ago. I mentioned it to Nolan, my sister's fiance. We never did it, but screen printing machine, Ezra bought one from the guy that we use, Lewis. He got a new one, so Ezra bought that. They don't have anywhere to put it because it's big. I told them to put it in my garage, and if they do, then I'm gonna start doing that, like pressing
Dude, I
T-shirts,
mean that'd
Mother's
be
Day, Christmas
crazy.
ones, and just like couple basic designs, and I'll put them on Etsy. And if people buy them, then I'll print them real quick and ship them out. If not, whatever. But that's kind of like the next thing, because I always have something in the barrel. That's I guess like the next thing that I'm planning on doing. How about you? Any
As far as ideas, I mean, not really anything like that. I don't have the business mind like you do. I would love I want to get into like the drop ship. Is that what it's called? Drop shipping and like Anthony Eclipse.
Yeah, man.
He's like really into big into that. We're gonna have him on at some point.
Yeah, yeah, he said yeah.
But like I've asked him about it, and it's just like it's crazy how successful you could be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like Garyvee talks about it, but like I just don't. I have a hard time understanding it, and like, but I also guess I just have to put in more time and really understand it.
Yeah.
Um, so that's just interesting to me at least. I know a lot of people that want to do stuff like that. They just don't know how.
Yeah.
So
Well, you gotta either get lucky or be willing to like lose money because if you ask,
that's what he
which
said.
we will, I don't want to like go into it too much, but I know kind of like the course of how it happened for Anthony
Yeah,
because we
me
talk.
too. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't want to like spoil it, but
No,
you have to be willing to take risks and lose money
that's kind of
potentially.
how it is in life though too, right?
Yeah. For the, I mean,
But yeah,
big
especially in that.
reward.
Yeah.
So I forgot. I found all of my childhood baseball cards. Thousands. Yeah, probably thousands of them. I thought my mom accidentally threw them out when we moved, but I found them in my garage in a box like 2 weeks ago. And the first one that I saw was a signed Ryan Sandberg one, Cubs one, good condition. It's like $40 on eBay. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm gonna go through them all and probably sell them. So if you wanna, if you want a little job, you can go through them. I'll give you 25% of them. No, it's just like a lot of
Yeah,
searching
it's a
on
lot of
eBay, dude.
cards.
Yeah, because like I could sell them as a lot, like just the whole set to somebody for like a set price, but that's risky. What if he finds one in there that's worth $500 and I only sold the whole lot for 300? But it's the work and the time put into it. I don't have the time to do that. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing.
Yeah, I've been to Florida a lot. I was living in Florida, so
Yeah, how is that?
bro, I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a lot different than here, obviously. The atmosphere is just it's unmatched. I'm just be honest, I don't really like seeing like the same people all the time when I go out in places.
Right.
So I really like that.
You talking about like bars and stuff?
Yeah, bars, but like even dude, like I'll go to the gas station, I'll see someone from high school, and it's like not that I like I'm a friendly person and all, but it's like I don't want to see people that I grew up when I was younger for the most part. It's like I want to just live my life and not have to worry about seeing people that I knew. And I mean, I'm living here for now and but the goal is to move at some point. But as far as Florida, the atmosphere's really nice.
Where were you?
So we were in I was in Clearwater. My parents have a place down there on Clearwater Beach. And then so that's like right next to Tampa and St. Petersburg. Um and then I was also on West Palm, the West Palm. I don't know what side that's on, but it was right next to Miami. It's like 45 minutes from It goes West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I'm not really too good with the whole like I don't know. I don't. Florida's just got a lot of different places,
Yeah,
so
it's a
I
big
get
state.
confused. But I really liked it. It was fun. The beach is just so nice. The weather, it's hot right now down there. So when we were there, it was so hot, but it's nice. And I mean, it's like, and as far as like what I mean by the atmosphere, it's just like people just seem a little more relaxed down there. The drivers suck, but like when you go out, it's just like it's a lot more fun. It's just like different and um it's like almost everyone's I just feel like when you're down there, everyone feels like they're vacationing even if they live there. And like I'm sure not everyone feels like that lives there, but like
Right.
that's how I felt. Like I met a kid named Jack that I worked with while I was living down there. Dude, like he literally all he did was just work, and he didn't go to school. Like his parents didn't care. Like he wasn't judged for it. And the dude like would tell me he's like after work I just go fishing on the ocean every day. I go on my boat,
And he's just probably happy as can be,
and
right?
he's happy as can be. Goes on his little boat out in the ocean,
That's why it's important to not care what other people
and it's
think.
just like and it's like I'm here in Joliet. I don't got a boat or I mean I couldn't go out, and I love Joliet and Plainfield, but I think I want to live somewhere like in Florida. And I think my parents realized that too after getting the place down there. They really like it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really nice.
So Florida now instead of Nashville. I heard,
Yeah, yeah.
Nashville.
Um,
Yeah, Florida.
I visited Nashville. It was really nice. Have some friends down there. It was a good time, but I've only been there like twice. The first time I was kind of younger. Second time it was during COVID. So I've yet to experience like what downtown Nashville is really like. You know, all the bars and like if you look at now, it's just packed every day and all those bars and stuff. And that's not the most important part of it, but like we're young, like you want to experience like going out and having fun.
I've uh,
So,
I've experienced
uh,
Nashville a few times. Very experienced in Nashville.
yeah.
Yeah, but uh, well, next time Goody and I just do a solo podcast like this without a guest, we'll talk
Yeah, we
about
definitely talked about talking about
some party
some of your
stories and stuff.
stories.
Yeah, I'm ready to let it rip, but we need a full episode for shit like that, man, because I
We
have a
might even have
lot.
to bring Jimmy on for that. Even if it's like just bring him in here. He even have to be on camera.
Yeah, just put him in the chair.
Just
Just
he could confirm that everything you're saying is very true.
yep, and probably fill in some things that I was not there for, but I was there, but not there.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll probably even fill in some other things that happened that I couldn't remember that are probably ridiculous as well. But yeah, that'll be fun to talk about. We can just tell the party stories, man. Because I had a pretty fun, crazy time.
Yeah, I would say the what do you call it? The parties that you had when we, you know what I'm talking about, the ones that you had at
My
your
house?
house back by school. That that was insane. Like some of those parties you had, I think were better than any college party I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I don't remember them
It
that
was just
much.
like it was just wild.
Yeah.
Like every time something else happened
Yeah.
and it and not there was just wasn't much. It almost seemed like nobody really cared about much when that stuff was going on. So
Yeah. No, we were
it was
just
good. It
having a
was fun.
grand old time, man. It
There
was
was no
awesome.
fights either.
No,
It
there was
was like
never any
everyone like loved each
drama.
other and like
Yeah.
it was fun. It just I don't know. I loved it.
Yeah, there was never any stupid stuff. It was just
Except
kind of
when
like,
Jimmy punched Marcus Stewart in the face.
yeah, well, they were
But
boxing
they were
with
boxing.
gloves on, and then it got like they were drunk, so it just, it
But that was
escalated
the
a
only
little bit.
time. But
That's
other
the
than
only
that,
thing, though.
yep.
Yeah,
Could have been worse.
right. Yeah, dude. Oh man, you got me thinking now. I remember a lot of those, but we'll save them till the next time after we have the guest.
Yeah, that I
Then
definitely want to hear about them all.
yeah,
Cause I was there for a lot of them at your house, but I and I heard a lot about your traveling, parties and all, your
yeah,
adventures out there. But I definitely want to hear more about it. Be fun.
yeah. I'll start to maybe write things down and.
You probably even have some. You probably don't have any videos, do you?
No, I do. A
Oh.
GoPro was out, man. That GoPro up there was out from
Oh
not
man.
not a lot of them, but I probably have like a lot of Snapchat stuff. I
I
could.
even remember the picture your brother put on his story of him in the bathtub. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
Where was
yeah.
that? It
That
was
was
at
a
a
Freaky
concert.
Deaky music festival, Freaky
That
Deaky.
was hilarious, especially because
Yeah.
Nick's not really like that anymore.
No. No, yeah,
He used to be, but
that was a
that
long
was
time
so
ago.
funny though. I
Yeah.
remember that. He might even still have that on Instagram.
Maybe, yeah. The people that I was with, I was blacked out, and that's Maggie snoring if you guys can hear that. But yeah, and then I didn't know that Nick was having that issue or whatever, and like my friends had to take care of him and bring him back to the hotel. So I felt really bad about that, but I didn't know.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He was old enough.
No, I know, but they had to leave the festival to bring him back to the
Oh,
hotel, and I
yeah.
should have been the one doing that technically, but I didn't know. But yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah. Anything
Yeah.
else? Good for today.
Yeah, not really. It's
Think that
just
was
fun
good.
talking about. We were kind of all over the place, but it's okay.
Yeah, we'll just we'll name it "Get to Know Us" or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
They still might not know us. Some of these people, if we're maybe some people that we haven't talked to or seen in a long time, they can get to know us a little bit before we start diving in deeper with people. Thank you for tuning in.
Yep. Thank you.
If you are watching on YouTube, we don't really give a shit that much, but if you could subscribe and like it, that'd be pretty cool just to kind of like give us some feedback. Mess around in the comments a little bit too, right? If you have like a topic and you want to hear our thoughts on a certain thing, or even a whole episode topic or a couple of things, just put them in the comments. Ask us questions, we'll answer them. Maybe one episode we can do like a Q&A. If we get enough questions, we could throw one up on Instagram. But yeah, subscribe, like, Spotify, I'm pretty sure it's what you
You
follow
and
it
then you just listen.
and then you just listen. So
Be cool.
whatever way you're supporting us, we do appreciate it. That's a wrap. Episode 2.
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you. See you next time.